Dao De Jing Chapter 31. The weapon as a last resort, mourning and victory weapons are instruments of misfortune. All people detest them. Thus, the one who follows the Tao does not rely on them. At home, the noble person honors the left. In battle, he honors the right, for weapons are tools of ill omen, not the way of the noble. He uses them only when there is no other choice. Victory brings no pride. Those who exult in killing cannot find a place under heaven. In celebrations, the left side is esteemed. In mourning, the right side is honored. Thus, the general of the second rank stands on the left, and the top general on the right, a place of mourning. Weapons are to be used with solemnity, for the dead must be mourned. Even in triumph, conduct the rites as though attending a funeral. Key thoughts in philosophical insight. 1. Weapons are inherently inauspicious. Weapons are instruments of misfortune. Thus, the one who follows the Tao does not rely on them. Laozi does not merely discourage violence, he sees weapons themselves as a symbol of cosmic disharmony. They disrupt the natural balance and arouse fear, suffering, and karmic consequence. Hence, a sage who aligns with the Tao avoids using them unless absolutely necessary. This idea invites us to rethink modern attitudes that glorify military power, personal firearms, or violent rhetoric. In Taoism, tools of violence are never neutral, they carry moral weight. 2. Victory without celebration. Victory brings no pride. Those who exult in killing cannot find a place under heaven. True nobility means even a justified war is treated with sorrow, not triumph. Celebrating victory in battle as glorious is, in Laozi's eyes, a sign of spiritual immaturity and moral blindness. Rejoicing over death, even of an enemy, separates one from the Tao. This is a profound ethical stance. The act may be necessary, but the attitude must remain humble, restrained, and grieving. 3. The ritual of mourning for all war. Treat war as if conducting a funeral. Laozi proposes a ritual inversion. The generals, symbols of strength, are placed in positions of mourning. This reminds everyone that warfare is fundamentally a loss, even in victory. In Taoist thinking, warfare is not an extension of politics, but a failure of humanity. It should be approached not with fanfare, but with the solemnity and sorrow reserved for death. 4. The ethics of necessity. Use weapons only when there is no other choice, and even then, without joy. Laozi understands that defense or conflict may sometimes be unavoidable. However, he draws a clear ethical boundary. Do what must be done, but do not indulge in it. Do not allow necessity to become desire. This applies not only to war, but also to personal power, business competition, or social conflict. Right action requires right intention. How Chapter 31 offers modern wisdom. In global affairs, Laozi's voice challenges the global trend of militarization and nationalism. His wisdom suggests that true civilization mourns war rather than glorifying it. Leaders should resist pride in military might and approach security with humility and regret, not triumphalism. In public policy and policing, the Taoist ethic warns against normalizing violence, even in law enforcement. Force should always be the last resort, and never divorced from compassion. Militarized policing erodes the moral fabric of a society. In media and entertainment, celebrating killing as entertainment, for example, in games or films reflects a cultural detachment from the gravity of violence. Laozi's perspective invites creators and consumers alike to reflect: are we honoring life or trivializing death? In leadership and power dynamics, in conflict, real leaders maintain dignity and solemnity, not gloating or vengeance. Victory in any field: politics, litigation, competition should be met with humility and respect for those who lose. In peace-building and reconciliation, the Taoist principle emphasizes sorrow for harm, not just relief for success. Even when justice is served, there is pain in the process. This attitude fosters empathy, healing, and long-term peace. Chapter 31 is one of Laozi's most emotionally potent teachings. He reminds us that weapons, though sometimes necessary, are never to be admired, and that true victory carries the weight of mourning. A wise person never rejoices in harm, never glories in conquest. Even in triumph, the noble one honors the dead, respects the loss, and remains grounded in humility. This perspective reshapes how we think about war, leadership, and human dignity. It is a message the modern world urgently needs to hear. Strength without compassion is not strength at all.